There are many who hop on that train of chasing the dream for fortune and fame. But those who already have it, some are really on a mission. So let's chat with our guest right here on JQLM Radio's Special Edition. Music, Hip Hop Detective by Rockcott on Pixabay.com. Hey everybody, it's your girl Lady J, and you are tuned in to JQLM Radio's Special Edition, a division of Ego Entertainment Network. And of course, we have another dope guest here with us today. But before I introduce him, we must get those formalities out of the way. So if this is your first time tuning into the show or to JQLM Radio, and you would like to share with your family, friends, and followers on all the different ways that they can tune in, this is what you would share. If you'd like to share with your family, friends, and followers on all the different ways that they can tune in to JQLM Radio, this is what you would share. You can tune in live by downloading the JQLM Radio app on your Apple or Android devices. You can also listen live via Alexa, the TuneIn app, the Simple Radio app, and a host of other platforms of which you can find on our website, where you can also listen live at egoentertainmentnet.com/JQLM-radio. Or just visit egoentertainmentnet.com and click the button right there on the home page. You can also connect with us via our website or social media at JQLM Radio. That's on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Additionally, you can email us at jqlmradio@gmail.com. Find us under our parent company, Ego Entertainment Network, on social media at EGOENTNET. That's Ego Ent Net. You can also follow us on LinkedIn at Ego Entertainment Network. And last but not least, make sure you like, subscribe, and share our YouTube channel, Ego TV Network. All right. Now that we have those formalities out of the way, let's introduce our guest. Our guest is none other than national recording artist, multi-award nominated national recording artist, Mr. Clinton Gardner of Clinton Gardner and New Sound Worshipers. He also happens to be my bro, somebody else I know. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. I'm good. Man, so before we get into the interview, we're going to start on the high, just like I did with Andre. But before we get into that, can you tell everybody a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what you like to do in your spare time, and a little bit of your background?
Clint Gardner, man. I'm from Gary, Indiana. I've been residing in Indianapolis for about 25 years. Started out music at an early age, playing classical music in my teenage years, neo soul and R&B, and I kind of just stuck with gospel all throughout my adulthood. What I do in my spare time, travel. I hits the road. In fact, I hit the road later on today. So travel is something that I do to get away, man, to kind of refresh and recharge me. Spending time with my wife and my babies, man, that's always going to be the number one goal. So that's how Gardner unwinds.
Okay. Awesome. So you have a new single, Here I Am. Love it, as always. Another top quality artist. So let's dig into that real quick. So one, you took a step back from music for a while. And, now you're back and, you dropped the single, Here I Am. Can you tell us a little bit about what was your thought process behind that? Why that title? And why that song?
So Here I Am is the first song that we released off the Legacy album, which is releasing this fall. That song just kind of resonated with my new motto or mantra to God, like, God, here I am. I did leave the music scene for about 3 years after my father passed away. I was kind of just hurting real bad, needed time to really just recoup. And God gave me the assignment to do the New Sound Worshipers Choir, and it's just been everything since day one. So here I am is just me, a message to God. Like, God, I know I felt in this assignment it's easy to feel alone. Even though
Mm-hmm.
we have 8,000 people contacts in our phone, it's only probably a handful that we really can call and get very transparent with. Well, the ultimate person we could call on is God, and He knows where we are. And in the moments where we're lonely, we just say, God, here I am.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So with this song coming, from your new album, the Legacy album, tell me the Legacy album. Does this speak to the legacy that you want to leave concerning your ministry, or is there more to that?
So the Legacy album was birthed out of before my father passed away. I allowed him to hear pretty much all the music that I've ever written, and I remember him saying to me before the week before he passed away, he said, "Clint, this is your legacy. You got to release it in the earth." And
Mm-hmm.
that album culminates that legacy. It's the beginning of a legacy. Our legacy is not necessarily what we leave behind, it's what we're presenting in the present. It's in the moment. I'm living my legacy right now, how I treat people and how I father my home and how I engage with this gospel that I proclaim. That is my legacy.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just chapter one to the legacy, right? It's going to be a chapter two, chapter three, chapter four, Lord's will. But this is the start of that legacy.
Awesome. So now, when you return to the music scene, how receptive do you think that your I'll say your singers, because when you are in ministry, even as an artist, you are still in leadership, you
Mhm.
know, and sometimes people can, I'll say, take it personally, even though if your leader is going through something, because I'm pretty sure we've all experienced that in some shape, form, or fashion or another, at one point in our lives, where people feel like, oh, this is something that I wanted to do, something that I love as well, and I finally found a place, and then bam, things kind of disperse or die down for a while. What was your reception like coming back to music, and did you have to like rebuild everything, or were you able to just pick back up where you left off?
So honestly, when I was sitting on the couch and God told me to do this assignment with New Sound Worshipers, I was very specific in telling God what I needed, and I told God I wanted people that had new mindsets, people I never had met. And when I tell you, out of 63 singers that I have, over 85% of them I've never encountered. And that's exactly what I wanted. Now, I
Mm-hmm.
did bring some of my old singers from Nehemiah with me. I have
Mm-hmm.
several of them with me. I believe that I cultivate such an environment of love. I'm very. It means a lot to me that people have clarity and closure. That's how you don't burn bridges and fracture relationships. So even the
Mm-hmm.
singers that are not with me from Nehemiah, we're still friends. I could call on any of them right now and say I got to sing somewhere, and they're going to pull up. It's
Mm-hmm.
not. It's no hard feelings when you do right by people. People remember that they feel the love.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like a lip service, right? Like my people
Right.
know that it was more than music with me. I was there when you were at the worst point of your life. I was there for you when you didn't have no money. I was there for you when you was going through a relationship problem. And that's what people feel and they love, man. So yeah, the transition was cool, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are some people that wish hey man, I wish we could have did this with Nehemiah, but they
Mm-hmm.
understand my purpose. They got to see me evolve as a leader from day one. So they
Right.
totally get it. They get it.
Right. Awesome. And that's awesome, because sometimes when God is taking us to another level, or he's doing something new or different, then he will replace certain things or bring new people and things of that sort. So that's awesome. Um so can you tell me, what has this experience been like for you as far as dropping the new single?
Man, it's been everything, man. From day one that we had the live recording. I mean, it Indianapolis has really embraced this new assignment with New Sound Worshipers. Man, we packed out a ticketed event, 500 plus seats sold. Um, the song is at radio. Is doing it climbed 60 positions. Just the last week, man. Like I can't beat God. God is just
Hmm.
God is faithful, man, and the impact that the song is having. I get inboxes all the time, man. That people love the vibe of the song. They love the way the song can cross over into praise team to choir. Like it's been everything.
Hmm.
And I'm just trying to manage the moments.
Awesome. Now, when you started this journey in music, your goal then, is it the same now, or is it looking a little different?
Man, the crazy thing is, man, my goal has always been the same, man. I don't do this for fame or fortune. I don't do it to have 8,000 trophies on the shelf, man. I do this for one single purpose, man. That's because God instructed me to do it. I care
Hmm.
about people. I'm a pastor. I love people. I love people, man, and I want to see people win. And if something that Clint Gardner could say, if something that I write causes somebody to be better in life, then that's all that matters to me. I want my singers to travel the world. I want them to open up businesses and start their own ministries and put out their own projects, man. I just want to be a launching pad for somebody else's dream.
Awesome. So it looks like you got two cameras going on here because you're looking at one. We catching a side view, so it's like a TV type thing. We're getting different angles of you, and and looking to your, I think your left is the one you're looking directly at me. Yeah,
Got you. You got that two
but
screen look, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. So now with I'm gonna ask you the same thing I asked Andre, because I chose people for the Don't Give Up tour in different states and stuff that I knew had testimonies themselves, that have gone through things themselves that may have caused them to even think about giving up. Where you want to throw in the towel and you don't, or you can't. And so tell me, what was it like for you, or what made you decide to say yes to the Don't Give Up tour, and what does that message mean for you?
That message hits home with me because I was at a place where I did give up. Like I said, when my father passed away, I told God I wasn't preaching no more. I wasn't doing choir no more, and I didn't. I didn't go to church.
Hmm.
I set everything down, and
Hmm.
God had literally. I'll never forget. I was sitting on my couch in the living room. My wife and I was watching TV, and I remember God whispering and said, "Clinton, if you don't do my will, what other purpose do I have for you?" It was just that clear.
Mm.
I fell on my knees in the living room. My wife said, "You okay?" I said, "Yeah, I'm okay. I just heard the voice of God." So for me, I was at a place where I gave up, and I understand the power of giving God your yes, because when you give God your yes, He orchestrates all the events that need to happen in order for you to be successful. When I look at
Hmm.
what NSW has done just in this year, it was by no strength of my own. It was by no
Hmm.
musical talent of my own. None of that. It wasn't because my pen was just extraordinary. It's because the favor of God had rest upon my yes. And
Hmm.
that's all it was. That's all it is, man. Is being obedient unlocks doors. Being obedient unlocks the blueprint. It paves the way. So that's what it meant to me. So when you said don't give up to her, it made sense. It was like, well, I could resonate with that because I was in a place where I gave up.
All right, awesome. Now, with New Sound Worshipers, I noticed that you are still periodically, having auditions for more people to join. So is this going to turn into like a full gospel choir thing, or what?
Hey, listen, I get this. I get that question all the time, man. I mean, right now, I think I'm sitting at 63 members. I have members in
Mm.
Fort Wayne, Gary, South Bend, Elkhart, Evansville. They all over the place. And my members ask me all the time, Clint, how big we gonna get? I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you the same thing I tell them, man, is that as long as we're loving people and we're doing right by people and we're giving this good sound leadership and gospel, then we have capacity. God can trust us with people. So
Hmm.
I don't know if it gets to be 100 people. I'm cool with it. That's 100 people that can lay hands. That's 100 people
Hmm.
that can bless somebody. My job is to take them in, equip them, and send them out for war. So I don't care about how big the army get. Let's go. If it's a big army, God give me grace to lead them.
All right. Now, also, you're up for several award nominations this year. So I know that many people that I know don't do this for, recognition. However, it does feel good to be recognized, to be seen when someone, decides that, hey, y'all need to consider this individual, in their platform, in their ministry. Tell me, what has that been like for you, especially just now coming back into the music scene?
Man, it's been mind blowing. The first song we put out, produced by Joshua Humphrey, "Believe on Me," it just went crazy. Kingdom
Hmm.
Image Award nomination in 3 or 4 categories. Rhythm of Gospel nominated in 8 categories. Gospel Sound Award nominated. Man, it just went crazy. Texas Gospel Music Award nominated, and recently we've won 2 Rhythm of Gospel Music Awards this year for Contemporary Choir of the Year and Best Performance by Choir Director. And
Awesome.
so we took 2 home this year, man. We're very excited and very grateful for that. So to continue to be noticed for your music, it feels great, man. And I just want to continue to put out music that people can feel and that people can
Hmm.
resonate with. So that's my goal. Every time I put out a song, is that it resonates with Lady J and it resonates with these audiences because that's who I created for. I created for God, but I created for those who are broken and those
Right.
who need healing. So I'm with it.
Awesome. Now, one last question before I have you tell everybody how they can connect with you and support you. What advice would you give to a artist that is either already established in the music industry or is just now breaking into the industry to help them stay grounded and continue moving towards their success?
Man, there's only one answer to this, man. And Ricky Diller made the song. It's called "Stay with God," man. That's the
Mhm.
only answer, man. My grandma used to say, "Boy, you have to have the Holy Ghost," and she was right. Like you can't
Mhm.
be successful. You can be, but you
Mhm.
can't be kingdom successful if you're not guided by God. You
Right.
you could be really successful. You could be popular. You could get the accolades and awards, but you can't be kingdom successful and not be guided by God, man.
Mhm.
I totally surrender in that regard, man. I don't want to make decisions based on my intellect and my gifting. I don't know the right way to do that, but
Right.
I need God to speak through me. I need God to tell me, "Hey, Clint, talk to this person. Don't talk to that person. Hey, don't be
Mhm.
connected to that person because every connection ain't a good connection." Like I need
Right.
the Holy Spirit to guide that. So if you're a young artist, a young person think that has the call to get into a ministry, man, for one thing, make sure your temple is the dwelling of the Holy Spirit, man, because you're gonna need him.
Mhm.
You're gonna need him every
Right.
step of the way.
Mhm. Awesome. So, tell everybody how they can connect with you and support you and get your music.
Man, we have a website. It's newsoundworshiperschoir.com. You can log on there. You could get our music. You can also book us through there. You can comment and you can send us some feedback through there. We're also available on almost all social media outlets: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook at New Sound Worshipers. You can reach out to us. We love the feedback and the communication. You can email us as well at newsoundworshipersindy@gmail. However you choose to respond or connect with us, we are so grateful of our Indianapolis family, but we're also grateful for our family that's abroad.
Awesome. Now, listen, y'all make sure y'all go get that single. Okay, here I am. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna bless you because it's in my rotation too, my morning rotation. All right, and it's in rotation on JQLM radio. So go get it and look for the Legacy album. You said it's coming out in the fall, right?
Legacy album should be out to you guys before Thanksgiving. I'm so excited. And check this out. We working on album number 2, and I'm telling you, man, that thing got some heat. So we go get that thing to you hot and loaded.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Clinton, for being my guest today on JQLM Radio Special Edition, and for letting us tap a little bit more into your life and your music journey.
Man, thank you so much, Lady J, and blessings to all your endeavors and everything that you're doing with JQLM. We definitely appreciate
No problem. Thank you. All right, guys, listen. So make sure y'all go check them out. Clinton Gardner and New Sound Worshipers. All right. Go get the new single, Here I Am. Stay tuned for the full album, the Legacy album, dropping this fall. This is your girl, Lady J, host of JQLM Radio's special edition right here on JQLM Radio, a division of Ego Entertainment Network. And until next time, I'll holler at y'all later. All right. Deuces.